basically just giving you an overview of what's the content of this course and what we are trying to do. And it is very strongly correlated to human dynamics and interaction and emotions, and using AI for happiness, which is basically do what you like with people you like. It's very simple. And if AI can help to do that, wouldn't that be wonderful? And actually the answer is yes, that's what I have been trying for the last 20 years. And what it basically means, using AI to measure emotions in many different ways, from face, from body posture, from the tone of the voice, and from words. And then improve relationships, which basically means measuring social networks, and that's the other part. And then look at content. And content is basically natural language processing. And I started doing all three things 20 years ago, before AI, and then it was TF-IDF. And if you have a GPA of 5.2, you know what TF-IDF is? Do you? Okay, yes, great. But today it's, of course, Distilbert. And I guess you also know what Distilbert is, because this is much more comfortable. And then combining all of those pieces. So what is special in this course is basically this one. Have you heard of Phenomena? It will be a big exhibition in Zurich next year. And our group got the opportunity of presenting all of our research in one exhibit. So Phenomena has been done the first time 40 years ago. And at that time, 1.2 million visitors came. And then it was done 20 years ago and was called Heureka, and now it's done again. And it already has huge sponsorship, and it will be 6 months and millions of visitors expected. And the previous two Phenomena, once they were finished in Switzerland, they went on a world tour, and I'm not sure, but I think they actually were in Singapore. So it will be a huge opportunity to showcase our stuff. And what I would like to build is basically an immersive, natural environment which measures plant-human interaction, because as you perhaps have read, measuring happiness of plants and measuring of happiness of humans, which is connected, of course. And happiness of plants means they grow faster and they flower more, and because we cannot really talk to them, we can only see if they are thriving. So in a sense, this is also this sustainable farming and agricultural aspect. It's augmented reality by measuring emotions of cows. Why cows? Because Switzerland is cow country. And then it's using the happy meter, which is another of our tools, and face emotion recognition to measure happiness and satisfaction of all the visitors. So, and the vision is basically, if you have been in the Zoo of Zurich, there is something called the Masoala Halle, which is a very neat, it's a nice little greenhouse. Coming from Singapore, you have the greenhouse year round, but in Croatia and in Switzerland it's cold and snowy in the winter time. So it will be a very lush and inspiring environment where all of our technologies will be together to excite the visitors. So that's, I'm trying to recruit people to work with me on those projects. So how do we do that? We will use all the tools, and we have over the last 10 years built many tools. They are all in the GitHub repository of using Distilbert to measure emotions and meaning from words, to measure facial expressions. We have a tool called Moody. We have also a tool that measures emotions from the tone of the voice. We have a tool that measures how much people are synchronized. So we also measure your personal values based on the way how you move your body. And then we apply the same to the dogs. But for the phenomena, we will not use dogs because the organizers don't want to have the dogs at the exhibition. But we will just use the cows and basically show them with augmented reality. And then measuring the plant. And this is the current tool, but we are building a new one, which basically will show that plants are good for us, and maybe we will also be good for plants. So we have a lot of models, and that's basically what we are bringing to the table, and we will build more of them for text, for video, for audio, for body, for humans. We have them for animals based on video. Your sound doesn't look too happy. And then we have them for the plants. And then this is all documented in many books. What we do, we measure what people say. We group them into different value systems that we compute automatically from the way how you move your body, from the words that you use, and from the tone of your voice. And with the hope of making you a better team player and a happier person. And we are using something that Marusa might know. I'm not sure, PERMA, it's in positive psychology, a framework that measures positive well-being. It measures your positivity, how much in flow you are, what the quality of your relationships is using social network analysis, what how much meaning you have in your relationships, and what's your recognition that you get from others. And then this is another tool that it seems some of you already discovered, where you can get your personal values based on the way how you respond to a provocative video. Because looking at the screaming little baby, it really depends on your personality, how you respond. And the last point is that we want to build those coins and collaborative innovation networks by measuring social network structure, by having the happy teams, and look at the way how you communicate, which is something that I developed over 20 years. It has those, I call them honest signals of collaboration. You need strong leaders, you need everybody in the team, you need to take turns, you need to be responsive, and you need to be creative by inventing new terms. And those are all things that computers from text, network structure, and so on can compute automatically. This is the Griffin tool that will take, for example, Wikipedia, Reddit. It used to take Twitter, but Elon Musk killed that. We can look at your WhatsApp, and this runs on your phone, and we'll tell you who you are and compute those parameters to tell, for example, how your PERMA is and how you can improve it. We can have video meetings and then look how well the meeting is progressing. We can look at how much entangled, how much synchronized groups of people are. We can measure the happiness based on your body signals, which actually will increase your happiness. And so those are all the things that we want to use and combine in this seminar based on the software that has been developed over the last 10 years. So that's in a nutshell, very briefly, the output of a large team of people that has worked together since 2005 to develop all those tools. mostly software, 99%, but for the plants, it's a little bit of hardware to increase this collective consciousness, collective awareness, and collective happiness. So in a nutshell, that's really a very quick high-level overview. And after the 2-day block course, you should know what it is and then decide where you would like to apply it for a project.